Ogudoro.
Your age, please?
50 years.
50?
Yeah.
Okay, Benjamin, let's not stress you. Just tell us what happened that fateful day.
What happened the fateful day? It's good that you are here because when my people visited me at the police, they told me all manner of stories in the social media. I thank God this is an opportunity for me to also give you my own side of the story, because social media hype is not just without listening to me, okay? That is one side of the story. So what happened is that I've been hearing this story that Benjamin poured fuel on his wife and the in-law. That is not true, okay? So that is not true, absolutely not true.
Can we move our mics so that he'll be relaxed? Okay.
So that is absolutely not true, okay? So what happened is that case is a case of fire incidents, okay? Fire incidents that happened. Can you shift back? I want to show you something. Can you shift back? I want to show you something because one of the things some people are saying is that I should have been consumed together with my wife. Now I want you to put your camera down. Some of you who have camera.
We'll come to that yet. Just give us the story. We'll take that. We'll take it later.
What type of story?
Just give us your own account. The story you were telling us now.
The story I'm telling you is just that my wife came back, okay? That was on the 1st of April. She came back from Scotland. Probably she wanted to take me unaware. So she called me around 9. When I closed from my office, I hung out with one of my friends. So at about 9, she called me that she's at the gate. She was at the gate. Okay, immediately I called my tenant. Say, please, my wife is at the gate. Can you quickly, are you at home? If you're at home, go and open the door for her. So he told me that he was at home, okay? So immediately me too, I closed and I started rushing back to home. In about 20 minutes or thereabout, I arrived home. Okay, when I arrived home, she had already entered the compound. So we hugged, as usual. What happened again is when I got there, the door, okay, I headed to the door to open the door from the back where we can throw the bags. But I found out that the door was already opened by her. It was already open, so, and some bags were taken in. So the remaining one, I helped her to take it. Excuse me. So that's all. We went to our room. After welcome her very well, went to our room. Okay, we stayed at about, I don't want to misquote myself but after some time, she had a phone call. Hello.
Yes, we are listening,
After
sir.
a while, after some time, she had a phone call and she said, baby. I said, yes. He said, please, this phone call, I need to take it where you find it is. It concerns us. I said, okay, no problem. So she headed to the guest room. So when she headed to the guest room, I said, no problem, go. I waited for her. Like 20 minutes, she didn't come back. Like 30 minutes, she didn't come back. So I went to the place. I went to the guest room where she was with the younger brother. Okay? I gave her a sign. I said, baby, are you? She said, they are still in the car. I said, okay, let me get to the junction there and have one bottle of drink. She said, okay. So I left. I went to the junction, about 3 posts, 1, 2, 3, about 3 posts from my compound. So I had a bottle of drink and came back. While I was there, the younger brother came, okay? Maybe he didn't know I had water in water dispenser, so I think he came to buy some pure water. So the seller of the place, the owner of the place now called my attention and said, yeah, in-law came to, because he has stayed with me for more than 5 years, okay? Both during youth service, after youth service, he stayed with me. That's the younger brother for more than 5 years. So I've also been instrumental to his development, okay? He only left my house when he got married, okay? So let me go back to that night. So
So
at
at
that-
what time did you come back?
So
And when did you meet them? And when did the incident happen?
okay, when I
Don't talk about the bar for a long time.
okay, so when I came back, okay, I went straight to my room thinking that she had already retired to my room. No, she wasn't there. So I went back to the guest room. She was there. Okay, I left them. Then I retired to the parlor. Okay, I had my phone to chat with my phone, and then I put on television because my television works in such a way that if you put it on for 2 hours, after 2 hours it shuts itself down.
At what point did this happen? The incident? You understand? At what point? Tell us the fire incident.
At what point did it happen?
Yes.
Okay, I was in the parlor, okay, with my phone. I was chatting with my phone. So I suddenly saw a light from the balcony, okay? A light that is not usual. So I went. When I saw that light that was not usual, I went. So when I went for the light, I saw that there was light. So the door was closed. I just opened the door. When I opened the door, the light, that's the fire, came. And I shouted, "Ifeanyi!" Because at that point, I had stayed for some time. Even in my mind, maybe I was thinking, is my wife there or not? But I don't want to say that. But what I'm saying is this. And now, when I opened, that light just came. Look at my hand here. For those of you who have camera, look at my leg.
We'll capture that later.
Okay. So when I opened, the light came. I shouted, "Ifeanyi!" And I moved back because the light had already touched me. So I moved back. When I moved back, thank God, Ifeanyi followed me. So I now opened the parlor. Because the light was much, I now started shouting for help. So thank God the security man around there came. So I now shouted, it was late. So the neighbors had already gone. So I now started shouting for help. Luckily, that place I went to take a bottle. I remembered people usually stay late there, okay? Sometimes they hang out up to 2, 3, 4. So I shouted, I went to the place, thank God some people were there. I shouted, "Please, fire on my place, fire on my place." So a lot of them moved. I was in pain. So I now said, "Please, somebody should pour me water, somebody should pour me water, somebody should pour me water."
Okay, and you didn't tell them there were people inside. They were just
I said, help, my house is on fire, my house is on fire. Okay? So when that happened, and I said they should, because my body was very hot. So I think the nearest woman there, she said, "Oh yeah, come inside." So when I got inside, she now started pouring me water. I lie down. That was the last thing I remembered until in the morning. I now finally saw myself in the hospital in the morning.
What was the relationship between you and your wife before that incident?
Cod-
She came back.
Cordial.
Any disagreement between you and your wife?
No.
So part of the statement that
But you said your wife came as a surprise to you from Italy.
Of-
Like,
of-
you were surprised.
Of
Probably
course.
you were not expecting her.
Maybe you were
Let's start from
angry.
there. Just go straight. And
Hold on.
What's the relationship between you and her?
Which
the part of the statement your in-law made before he died was that you people, you were the one who poured the fuel on her, lit on him and your wife.
that is not true.
You
That is-
threw fire there and
That is
they locked them inside.
that is not true. Even that guest house, if you go there now, you find out that you don't even lock it. The key is spoiled. Okay, so you can't even lock somebody inside.
Okay, so why was she in the
But-
room with her brother and not with you? If you
Of
say
course-
there was you didn't have any issue.
No, I told you when she was with me in my bedroom, there was a call, okay? She received the call and said, "Baby," I said, "Eh?" He said, "This call, I need to be with Ifeanyi." So we discuss on this call. This call bothers
So if you
our
said,
family.
why were you making efforts to sell the property behind your wife?
Good. Thank God that this question came.
Yes, please.
Good.
explain.
I did not make any effort to sell a property without her consent, okay? Now, the time we wanted to sell that property was last year, okay? Our paper expired and we needed to renew our 2 years visa for all the families, okay? And that was going to cost us about more than 8 million naira. We didn't have up to that. So she told me, when she was mounting pressure, I said, "I cannot gather up to that. With what I have and what you have, it cannot be up to that." So the thought came from her. Say, after all, we are about relocating. That the house in Lagos is not useful for us again, because why I am here is that I have a lot of things to do. I have my consulting firm, okay? I want to put certain things in order. Get people that can run the business while I'm away. When I travel, people can manage it until I come and the rest of it. So that thought came from her. And I want to quote some people that are behind it. Her manager that gave her job in Fidelity Bank, his name is Kingsley.
So now
I'm coming. Please.
Those behind
Please.
the selling of the
Yes,
house.
the selling of the house. Kingsley is when my wife was with Fidelity Bank, Kingsley is her manager. Okay? He also, even they discussed it before reaching to me, okay? Because Kingsley too was trying to migrate. So they discussed it. It was just like when my wife told me, I bought into it. And she called Kennedy. Kennedy is a person that bought the place. Some documents were with Kennedy. So I'm coming. My wife called Kennedy and said, Kennedy, if there's any document with you, please send it to my husband, because we are trying to sell that property. You can confirm to him. Okay? So the attempt to sell that property was solely coming from her. But at the same time, when we were able to gather that money and sort our visa issue, when I said, since we don't have need for money again, there's no need to sell the property. That is how the issue of property came.
Okay, you didn't have any misunderstanding with her. You were like husband and wife. There was no need for you to want to hurt her.
Yes. If you check, please, assuming my phone is here, I will open my listing. About 1 week before she came back, I even sent her 300,000 to pay for the accommodation. I've been a very responsible husband and father to my children.
So how do you feel that this happened to your loving wife?
Up to this moment, if you check the people that were with me in the place, for like 4 days, I didn't eat. I didn't take my bath. I didn't eat. I'm lost. Okay? Because I can't even fathom it. Hey, sorry. Coupled with when my brothers visit me, when my friends visit me, they say this is what is going on in the social media. I said, yeah. I did not kill my wife. I did, yes.
Why was the water in your house not flowing?
Oh, good. That is another thing. I'm going to give you a name of the plumber that works in my house. His name is Udeme. He lives in Abolado. The water in my house, anytime the water finishes from the tap, from the, what do you call it? From the tank. If it finishes completely, you find out that some of the taps, the air will go and block the water ways. So when you open it, it will not come. It will take time to come. Okay? So there is no, if you go to my house now, when you open it, it will take some time for the water to come.
Okay, so
even sometimes I need to call the plumbers for them to open it for it to work. So there was nothing like blocking the waterways.
How do you feel, and what's your relationship with Ifeanyi, your brother-in-law?
Like I told you, Ifeanyi has been with me. Is somebody that I took, even when he was in school, he used to come for holiday.
What's your relationship?
We are good. Okay? We are
You
good.
have no cause to hurt them.
Well, why would I hurt him? Now let me tell you, Ifeanyi is the only son in that home. And I have made every effort to raise him so that my children will see the person that they can call their in-law. The person, not their in-law, their maternal home, their uncle. So I've made every frantic effort to raise him. Go and check at Horizon. I'm the one that paid for him to go and do certification. Go and check when he came for IT. I took him to Alaba. I gave him to one of my clients. These are efforts to make sure that he rises up so that my children can be proud of their uncle.
Okay. What's your relationship with your mother-in-law and everybody? Your in-laws?
The relationship with my in-laws. My dear, I believe that I am in a marriage. And first of all, my marriage is between me and my wife. First of all, I pray to have, I've always prayed to have a good relationship with her, okay? And when that comes,
Relationship with your in-laws?
with my in-laws, my relationship with my in-laws, good. That's from my own. I see everybody as...
Can you clarify?
I'm from Imo State. I'm from Ngopala. Yeah.